I'm live. And no, Dingle, I don't want to sit here pressing a button for 4 hours. Maybe in 10 years I'll feel like dealing with it, but not, no, not now. Oh boy. So yeah, hi. It's time to hopefully wrap up the Stanley Parable for this decade. Well, Ultra Deluxe specifically. I can always go back to the original. I've gotten the 5-year, I've gotten the Go Outside achievement, the 5-year achievement, twice over now. No problem there. Can you please pick up what I'm saying when I'm right near the microphone? I wish they did too, Dingle, because it would actually give me a reason to try for it. Also, hi, Callie. I'm not trying to ignore you. So, yeah. No, I'm not doing the narrator's game ending. Well, I'm not beating his game. Because again, apparently that takes about 4 hours. Like I said, maybe in 10 years. See if I can even still play the game at that point, but that's a different story for, well, not on stream. But as far as I can tell, and I've gone through and looked at what the endings are without looking at seeing what they actually entail. Basically, just where you go to get them. And to be fair, I knew most of these anyway. It was just reminding myself to make sure I actually do all of them, so not really spoiling myself on anything at this point. By my count, I've got about a dozen endings still to go through, including the narrator's game. And so I think everything but that game should be doable in the next few hours. That said, let's get started on it sooner than not, just in case it takes a while. Because, yeah, honestly, I want to uninstall this game at the end of the stream. Because if I'm not going to play it for another 10 years, there is zero reason I need to have it installed on my system. That one. Shall we just get the epilogue out of the way? This appeared after the last time. And yes, this is apparently Stanley Parable 2. But yeah, let's do the epilogue now. Just get this out of the way. Yay, epilogue. Many years later. I mean, it's been many years since the original. So we're back out here, huh? Except there's not even any sign of the thing. No sign of anything to do, so just walk, I guess. Do I still have a key to walk? Yes, I do. That was just extremely well timed. As soon as I pressed the button, it transitioned. That's the, walk Fred, or whatever. Higher. I don't know if I just need to walk more. I'm going to walk more. Okay. Bunch of chairs around, including this cluster of chairs right here. Something else over there. Surprise, surprise, it's another chair! Wait, was that just looping? That looks like another cluster of 3. Yeah, can you tell I still have the button pressed? Well, I say that, I haven't pressed it again. Again, that was from the Walk Fred, which I'm glad I got it done when I did, because doing it in 5M wouldn't have felt quite as right. That stream took 6 hours to complete, too. Oh. But am I actually going to be able to get to this building? Probably. Well, I've already gotten the answer. Thank you, Dingle. Loving memory. That's filled up with sand. Use a flashlight. Little dark. Can I go back up that? Nope, and I can't jump. This is the Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe. Or is it 2? Stanley Parable 2? We're still going down. Wait a minute. January, March, April, September 2027 under Archives. Stanley Parable 2 release date confirmed? Mm-hmm. But you're playing Stanley Parable 2? Well, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Yeah, I'll stop. Space back here, but it doesn't look like there's anything of note. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. What are they, Canadian? Lowest aggregate review score in video game history. Second to... Can we dig that out? See what it's second to? Yes, get on the green. But don't go on that green. Get on the other green, the better green. Wrong. God, so many buttons. Jim. Must press all the buttons. Jim. But you. Now, the ones that aren't glowing seemingly don't get pressed. Look, there's more buttons over here.
Stanley. Jim. Stanley.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's something.
Stanley.
Right, can't jump over the buttons when I get stuck on them. Sure, I have way too many of these things, but why not? Any more? literally have 20 more than I should. I'm not getting propelled down there. I can walk back out. Well, now it's too steep. Don't worry if you can't see anything. Neither can... Well, now I can. Like there was something going on the top of that. I can only imagine what happens if I press E here. Hello? Wait a minute. Is it though? That is a real shame, honestly. What nonsense. Until the sun explodes. I could read all this out, but why would I? The Stanley Parable... This guy's never heard of the fact that hitting number 3 in a series is just, like, unfathomable. Race to the explosion. I mean, I gotta go with race to the, right? That has interesting implications. Hmm? Yeah. Actually, race to the circles kind of works because of what the circles do in this game. You know? I'm going with that one. Nah, I'm going with the original. Pick a new subtitle. Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this. Of course. I mean, hell, there's a lot of games out there that basically do exactly that. They don't really add anything new, but they just increment the number year by year. So, hell, why not? Exactly. It's tried and tested. It works. I mean, I gotta click it at some point. You know? Right here. Alright. Let's do that again. Speed run it this time. Unfortunately, these screens just take forever. Look, if I didn't click no, I don't know if I'd be able to click no in the future, right? So I need to click no now to ensure that I can click, or that I'll have been able to click no. Is this just on a timer, not so much on distance? Probably would have been faster if it's not on a timer to sidestep the fire pit. Sure, I'm glad I didn't unbind that hotkey, though. Not really. Well, it's not a hotkey so much as it's a toggle key. Literally just went into IQ and said, this key, make it W, except instead of being press to use, it's toggle. Simple as that. Yeah, it probably is a timer, honestly, by the feel of it. But I'm not going to stop walking just in case it's a mixture. One by fairly. Okay. Little bit later out. Generator just chilling outside, running power for the entire place. Unfortunately, there's no achievement for speedrunning the epilogue. No actual benefit to doing this. Other than just to get through it quickly.
Stanley.
Mostly interested to see in whether or not it would retain that. Be the same button, basically. No figurines this time. That's not surprising. Oh, it's not even an interact, it's just a walk in front of. A new sequel, yay! Oh, really? A broken achievement. Of course he wouldn't know. Fix it, he said. It says. The achievement machine is all fixed. Shoot you, motherfucker. It can only spiral in on itself forever. Sounds about right, honestly. Of course. Let's say that's close enough. So the computer is barely visible. I'm going to make it more visible than it needs to be for the sake of the stream. Race to the explosion. Alright. Begin the game.
This is the story.
Yeah. We've done that before.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Could we not have
Stanley decided to go to the
mouse?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sorry, not right now. New content! Door's back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around, and coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ignore the broom closet completely.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety...
How many times have we been through this?
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, I timed that perfectly. I was not holding W until the last second. Do I like calming New Age music? Maybe sometimes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I bet if I had ducked, I could have gotten under that door faster.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Thinking sounds painful. You don't say.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
What's going on up
Each
there?
bore the number of an employee
Oh, it
in
works
the
when it
building.
switches over to there.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fired.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to be doing something? You happy, Dingle? I finally did it. Secrets Room 2014. Actually get outside of the text, which of course doesn't have a back. Because why would it? Alright. Whee!
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you.
I don't
Anyway,
remember
when
that,
it came
so I
time to
probably never
update the
figured it
game,
out.
we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Neat. Alright, what ending now? Let's do a bucket ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room.
Bucket.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck, definitely.
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Unknown fate?
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Cool.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Why do I keep rotating? I was too late on the ducking. Oh.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Oh, that doesn't pick up on my microphone. Shame. Maybe if I'm speaking, and maybe you can hear in the background.
You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Ken, stop rotating me. Yeah, I don't know if that was any faster.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
That noise gate's
the whole
really
time,
good.
He looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
That's what I was doing before, and the noise gate was completely preventing it. I had to switch my microphone into the other mode for it to pick up. What are you gonna do, Callie?
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
I mean, I can't tell you no,
Kelly. To get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Well, actually, I guess I could tell you no simply by disabling that ability. Are you asking more so because you want me to not do the narrator talking? I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, Callie should have a lot of points, considering the tier 2 sub, and tier 2 subs get more points than tier 1 subs do. Gotta do the funny, now's the time. Fine.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Stanley from the Stanley Parable.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
3. Need a zoom function.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Well, that's unfortunate. That is such a colossal waste of points. Okay.
All of his
Fair enough,
coworkers were
Callie.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It did, Kelly?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
That top sign is...
Come
Just
on.
wrong.
I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I don't want to. I'm not actually sure if I need to jump off here or not. I don't know, it's been a while since I played this game. Hey, I got on top of the boxes. Really get on top of that, couldn't Isn't it great, Falcon? What's going on? I mean, I've already done the normal jumping off, so he's not saying anything more. Well, you're on him out.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy
Wait, why
of
does
me.
the bot not have... VOD have a subscription? Guess that ran out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Hell yeah. I want to go back to the expo hall. Why wouldn't I want to go to the expo hall? One lift to another.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely
Definitely
new
not just
experience,
Windows.
built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
If I sit here for long enough, this will become the thumbnail on Twitch. And if I sit here for even longer, it becomes a potential thumbnail option potentially for YouTube. But that would mean sitting there for basically the entire stream,
Now,
which
to be
is not
clear,
happening.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the
Stupid
features
bucket
I've been
in the way.
developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out.
There's a
Game
gap
development
there.
is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Like how there's just a bus there. Can't see anything back there. Shame.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The ultra stupid bucket isn't. In case you were wondering, that QR code just takes you to the Stanley Parable 2 website. Wait, Stanley Parable 2? Yep. I'd completely overlooked that the first time through. Hold on, before we do the bucket. Name button.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
I'm aware, Dingle, there's something I want to get first. It just works, huh?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Is it?
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
There's the bucket exhibit. Insurance bucket.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here? How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Flashbang?
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them.
Both?
I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk.
Bruh.
I hope one day you can forgive me.
That's definitely not clipping through anything. Alright. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. So, I guess we just reset, right?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
I am running out of endings rather quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Which ending do I want to go for? Is it a bucket ending? So let's go for that ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I can jump on
he
top-
entered the
Ooh.
door on his left.
Well, that... I mean, fortunately, this is just a void, but yeah, you're really not supposed to be able to jump in this level. Oh boy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I can jump.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I walk back out of this? No?
Okay, I think...
I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just backtracking. Wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there. I could take the bucket. You are now leaving. This isn't what was out here previously. Can I take the elevator? We'll get there eventually. Keep getting higher up though. At least 2 more sets of stairs. Escape. Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
whiteboard ending. Wait, doesn't this mean I can technically...
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
Woo! Yeah, this is one of those endings that's just kind of there, right? Like the elevator and closet. Either way, it's time for a break, so I guess let's do this. Yeah, time for a break. Like I just said. Like, in the last 10 seconds of saying time for a break again. So, having said that, I'll say it again. It's time for a break. It's a short one. 2 minutes, stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. I'm going to run some ads though during this time. It's the only time during the stream I run ads, prevents pre-rolls for the next hour, ensures that the gameplay itself is completely ad-free so that you won't miss any more whiteboard endings or broom closet endings or escape pod endings, I guess? Whatever endings I come across. That said, I don't think this stream is going to go the full length of a normal stream, simply because, like, I am running out of endings fairly quickly. Maybe I'll go give the baby a visit, but I'm not doing that for 4 hours. For a couple minutes, maybe. Anyway, yeah, when I come back, we'll continue with different endings. BRB. Alrighty, I am back. And would you believe it if I told you? Nothing has changed. Yeah. Tiki chair. Nothing has changed, including... So let's continue on our way. I feel like I accelerated forward there, probably because I still had momentum.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Nah. Can you still jump? Yep. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I can just jump onto this railing, it's fine. Okay, let's stop doing that. I wasn't trying to get stuck.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Sounds about right.
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful. Because as soon as
Anybody notice that the tape reels aren't spinning, just the bits inside of the tape player?
I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
That was loud. Yeah, the tape reels aren't spinning, so they're just clipping with the tape recorder player thing. I noticed that the first time through there. Alright.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Oh. Oh. Hallway over there. Very interesting what happens when you do things that you're not supposed to do. To be fair, I bet you this was figured out fairly early on, if it wasn't intentional and it was never fixed, so... Oh. Oh, that appears very differently for you guys than it does for me. That's interesting. Right, because you can only see it at 60 FPS. Like right now, I am seeing 3 different things in front of me. And it's like they're there. Figure need jumping force, 100% intentional. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, like, I don't see it jumping back and forth between like the 3 positions. It's just always there. Actually, there's more like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know. They're just always in that position for me though, because 144 hertz. There or thereabouts.
Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
Lame.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I'm on top of the desk. Anything interesting to do over here? I mean, there's the elevator, obviously. Oh, the plant is solid. Wait, if I can get on top of the plant. Hell yeah! Unfortunately, the barking is gone. Oh, did you, Gason? I only just noticed that message. I mean, to be fair, when don't you have a fun time in GTA as of late?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of... Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
A lot of papers on them. If you can read that, good on you.
One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Wait, really? You can't get out here. Huh.
Still no one was here.
So they did put windows
Stanley
in
needed
some
the
of them.
bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
That was the top of this.
Stepping in...
Content from a long time ago. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that was a feature.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yeah, this is just this. Cool to know that that's how you can get back there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Still can jump.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Why are only some of the windows jump throughable? Like, did they just not put any on that section of the
Stepping
level?
into his manager's office,
I wasn't thinking. I was too busy thinking about the damn windows.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude... It's bucket time.
Oh, yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm just padding out the stream since it's going to end sooner than not anyway
Still
if I
no
just
one was here.
blaze through the endings.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, this time is the time for
Stepping
sure.
in,
To be fair, I had it until I went into the new memory zone and clicked on something that I didn't realize what it did. How was I to know? Can I jump on top of the railing in the place here? No. Nope, those are too tall. Some people just don't know when to give up, Geetson. Really amazing. You'd think they learn after the first time, but no. They just want to get their asses kicked more. Yeah, not that I played public online much, but I really don't miss playing online in that regard. So I would like to play GTA a bit more than I currently do, since it's only a couple times a month, since Europeans don't tend to be on at favorable hours for us Americans. Nice, Geeson.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Well, that's a shame. Fuck. I guess I did just launch it off to somewhere, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, I know the solution. Actually, I don't know the solution, but I should do this anyway. OBS sometime today, please. Thank you. Saturday night? Hey, it is Saturday night. Saturday night printer jam. I don't hate it. Fistful of... There are better options. I'm just, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's only here for this boot. That is a, screen. That is definitely a screen. Fistful of ice cream.
This
Sounds
is the story
unpleasant,
of a man
but
named
also
Stanley.
enjoyable? In some ways?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
I lost my ability to jump.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
I mean,
the
I can always go and get the
employee
jump
lounge was
back
simply
if
the
I
place to
really
be.
wanted it.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Neat. Oh, you're
I'm
implying...
serious, Stanley. Jump. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
But I'm on these boxes. Oh, right. Right click does that. I almost just sent myself. Got any more lines? Balloons. Alright.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
I think that's basically all of the endings bar 1 because 4 hours. I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm certainly getting jump back, if nothing else.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable
Have you?
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable
Can I
was
have
a
the skip
landmark,
button back?
and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this
Hey,
ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever...
Definitely the first time
Stanley
ever.
Parable 2.
Wait, I thought that we were on Stanley Parable 4. Like, if I went to here, it would say 4.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Oh, nice.
I figure
Ethan.
that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was...
Fun having high refresh rate
All of his
display that
co-workers were
doesn't
gone.
cause
What could it
flickering.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A minigun and you had tanks. Oh, excellent.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that's kind of boring, just getting stuck there.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I can't get anywhere interesting.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
Actually,
has
what
been
happens
about
when I
nothing
jump
but
while we're
you
moving?
all this time. There's someone you've
Yeah, I
been
thought so.
neglecting,
I
Stanley.
thought that might happen.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Conga of Conjali's. Didn't you fall off during the Rocket League bit? Yeah, but that's the intended progression, Callie.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Gotcha.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
I mean,
Stanley
maybe,
walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What was that? The memory zone?
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire
The funny
story
part
I'd
is that
written
this
out
is not the source
specifically
engine.
for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
That doesn't look good.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Just give it a second. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
I mean,
Let me boot it up.
Kinda would, but okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really
Only
take
4
notice.
hours to go.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay. That is, wow, that's obnoxious. I would have to, if I was going to do this, what I would do is I would set up an auto clicker, which is actually what I have going now. But I would set it up so it's only going like once a second or something. But yeah, multiple buttons by the end of it. is the issue. You actually have to be attentive. The other problem is, again, with this, it's literally mashing E very quickly because it's meant to be for, well, in theory it was for satisfactory, but also honking horn repeatedly in GTA. And the problem is, because it's mashing E extremely quickly, it doesn't do good things to Windows necessarily over time. Oh, hi. That's why I keep cycling it on and off, just to give the system some respite from it, even if only briefly. Because I don't want my system to not to have issues. Also, just gotta let the baby have a taste of the fire every now and again, you know? Just remind it that reality is harsh like that. Sometimes, through no fault of your own, shit hits the fan and you find yourself in quite a lot of trouble. Now the question is, when is the next button added? Probably not for a while, right? Hear the tapping, barely. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the stream, maybe in 10 years' time, if I'm actually still able to play this game one way or another, maybe then. Maybe on whatever streaming platform is out there, if that's still a reasonable thing to be doing. But, in 2024? Nah. I'm good. How long have I been doing this? About 5 minutes? Oop, I pressed the W one. Fortunately, that's just a hold W, it's not a mash W, so. If I was to do both the mouse clicker and the E clicker, though, I don't think my keyboard likes doing multiple at once. Honestly, fair. Yeah, that's really fair. I can completely understand not wanting to enable 2 auto clickers at the same time. Three hours and 50 minutes? You mean 55 minutes, Ethan. You got about an hour into it? Kudos to you. It is kind of funny how you can let the baby get over into the fire. And then reset it. Because it's not immediately game over when it gets over there. Because people have sat through all 4 hours. Yeah, I'm sure. I just don't want to be one of those people right now. I want to uninstall the game. But as far as I'm aware, this is the final ending I haven't completed. I've done everything else. I've probably missed bits of dialogue here and there, but in terms of, like, actual endings and such, I probably missed some secrets as well. can't end till you get the Stanley Parable 8. You know, that's fair. But also that just requires rebooting the game a couple of times, so... You can really let that baby cook for a while. Find the secret jumping thing. I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to find secrets. I'd rather just look them up at this point. This is such a lovely sound this button makes. I'm looking at things. The narrator will periodically speak to Stanley about the nature of the game as it goes on. You know, you could probably set up some sort of auto-clicker macro that instead of just clicking a single button would, like, click, move, click, move, click, move, click, move, you know? It would take some manipulating of values, sure, but it's not that difficult. Oh, apparently in the original version, not the original version, but like the previous version that most people know of, probably, there's a way to get this ending done by just abusing console. Neat. Barely hit the button both of those times and it still went. Yay, mechanical switches!
Good to see that enthusiasm. Keep it up, Stanley. Just 3 hours and 45 minutes left to go. You heartless bastard.
Look, 15 minutes is long enough, don't you think?
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
I'm on a
Yes,
plant.
this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Huh?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
You can hard lock the puzzle.
Yes, that must be.
Honestly,
What
that
a
sounds
fascinating
very
venture into the
appropriate for
experience
Portal.
of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this
They
game.
got rid of
Stanley.
that, didn't they?
And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yes, I know this is the wrong way. Damn it. Let me jump. Yeah, it is pretty good, isn't it? Very windy around here.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Damn it. How tall are these rocks?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Can still see it though.
Out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports ball?
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Hell yeah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
I mean, it
Stanley,
was.
I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of balls.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
I lost the
This is
speed
my
boost as
game,
well.
and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
Rude.
Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
Bud.
Take care,
was a kid.
Stanley.
In some ways. You really gone? You're not gonna come back. I just gotta fall down the pit by myself. There's a whole lot of nothing happening right now. Yeah, he's really not coming back, is he? I know, play the game. Whee!
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I've hardly moved. I don't know how much he was moving, though. Yeah, I guess there's no option to turn up the brightness again, is there? Whoops, I missed. The jump is so momentum killing. Just wandering around the halls as you do. Much to see, not much to find. This is where I started, wasn't it? Yep. Means if I go back this way... Oh. I mean, they might not have blocked this off purposely, but it's clear that at least it was not entirely intended for you to go in there. Now I'm back here in the corner. Wait, can I get back into this corner though? Wedged. I get the feeling that this isn't supposed to happen. Oops.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And is there anything else I should do? Anything else I need to do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There are certainly things I could continue to do. Or continue trying, but like again, I think I'm more or less at the point where I just don't feel the need to continue.
Yet there was not a single person.
Don't get me
there
wrong,
either.
it's not like I
Feeling a
actually
wave
want to
of
stop playing
disbelief,
this game completely.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he
Super go
turned
outside.
around and got back on track.
So I don't know, I just...
There was nothing here.
There was only
No
one more
choice to make,
ending to
no
get,
path to
and that's
follow,
the one that
just an
takes 4
empty broom
hours,
closet.
so...
No reason to still be here.
What do you want me to do? You know?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Is it though?
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like how he expects an explanation from Stanley.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Except it is now.
To mention it.
It's literally relevant because...
Maybe to you this
in
is
here.
somehow its own branching path.
Hell yeah.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I hope they understand my enthusiasm.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I ain't Stanley, so I don't care.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I don't think they
fallen
are.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming. so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This game is brilliant.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think that's a good note to end it on, though. Genuinely. Because, like, nobody suggested anything in the last few minutes, so... I feel like it's a good time to uninstall and, get working on that super go outside achievement. Oh, God. December 1st, 2034. Can't wait. Actually, I can, genuinely. Like, slow the fuck down. Let's take our time. Maybe then is when I'll complete that narrator's game. Or again, I talked about this at one point. Again. This is a point at which you could almost say that piracy, if you already own the game, piracy could be justifiable just to continue playing around with the game while not invalidating your progress on the Super Go Outside achievement. Now that said, I'm not saying that you should go pirate the game, especially if you do not own it. You know, take whatever risk you want, but officially I am stating piracy not good. Okay? Just to be clear on that. But it does, you know, it is an interesting question. Like, would it be valid to do it to continue playing while working on that achievement? Just an interesting thought is all. Alright, well. There is, I guess, technically one more thing to do. Sure. Isn't this technically a spoiler? Like, yeah, okay, to be fair, you would know about it by the time that you get to the point of this being a thing, but still. At least the game launches quickly since it's still very much in memory. Why are we bringing Pokemon into this? I don't know. That is quite loud. Let's end that sooner than not, shall we? Still part 5? A new kind of printer jam. Sure. I liked that room. That room was fun. It was very interesting. And one last time. Hi. Seems like a good combo to me. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime here, kiosk. Oh. Your timing is also terrible, kiosk. I got to 8, Dingle. Are you happy? Play? Hi. Oh.
Hold on. What's this?
8. 8.
Well, it was supposed to be the end, kiosk.
8.
The Stanley
8.
Parable
8.
8? No,
8.
no, no, no. This
8.
doesn't look right at all.
8.
The Stanley
8.
Parable takes
8.
place in an office
8.
building. There are doors and branching
8.
paths.
8.
This is just a
8.
button that says 8. Where did the Stanley Parable
8.
go?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Well, I'm looking around and I
8.
really can't find the game
8.
anywhere. No boss's
8.
office or mind
8.
control facility
8.
or any of that.
8.
Literally just
8.
this 8 button.
8.
And what's worse
8.
is that you seem to be
8.
having a better time with
8.
this nonsense
8.
game than with the story
8.
I wrote for you.
8.
I'm actually a
8.
little insulted.
8.
You should
8.
be.
8. 8.
Well, I don't know what happened to
8.
the Stanley Parable
8.
or what the 8 button
8.
is, but apparently
8.
you're having a riveting
8.
time with it.
8.
And frankly, I don't
8.
even want to
That's
pander
as
to
fast
someone
as
who
it is,
finds this
kiosk.
enjoyable. So with
8.
that, I guess
8.
just go ahead
8.
and enjoy the Stanley
That's how fast it's
Parable
clicking.
8.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Obligatory
8.
8.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Obligatory
8.
because, I mean
8.
8, but also I
8.
should say something
8.
so that this is
8.
unique.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Oh, I was muted during that. Oh, well, you didn't miss anything important.
8,
My point was, I only
8,
see 6 8s.
8, 8, 8,
Unless you're counting the
8,
one that's being spoken.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
I am still here, by the way.
8, 8,
8.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Okay, I think that's
8,
enough of
8,
having the UI disabled,
8,
because,
8, 8,
yeah, technically, just,
8,
you know,
8,
disabling all my
8,
UI elements
8,
and not speaking
8,
makes this,
8,
very much
8,
not unique content.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Dingle, just to be clear, this is
8,
it, right? Like,
8,
I can quit out of
8,
the game now and
8,
nothing else will happen?
8, 8,
You've done
8,
this, so you should know.
8,
Yeah, okay.
8, 8, 8,
Well, in that case,
8, 8, 8,
next
8,
stream will be on Monday.
8,
I have
8,
no clue what I'm doing,
8, 8,
but it'll probably be Monday.
8,
Maybe Satisfactory again, since,
8, 8, 8,
Xmas?
8, 8,
Maybe.
8, 8,
Though I'd probably
8,
be mostly
8,
doing stuff for Fixmas,
8,
not necessarily
8,
progressing
8,
on anything else.
8,
But,
8,
you know.
8, 8,
Other than that, though, I
8,
don't know what I
8,
would do.
8,
Because, like I said,
8,
I'm uninstalling this
8,
right after the stream.
8, 8,
So,
8, 8, 8, 8,
yeah.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8,
I guess that's
8,
basically it, though.
8, 8, 8, 8,
There's,
8, 8, 8,
not much else to
8,
say, other than
8, 8,
8.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8,